In today's video, we're saying goodbye to one storm, which is moving out of our area today, saying hello to cold weather moving back into the area this week, and looking ahead to a possibly significant winter storm next weekend. We have all that and more coming your way right now. Hey guys, good afternoon. John with New York Metro Weather back here with a weekly weather update. Going to run through what we expect for the rest of the day into tomorrow and then go through the rest of the week, including the possibility of another winter storm this coming weekend. So our big storm from last night into this morning, which produced snow and then some strong winds overnight, is on its way out of here into New England. Some snow showers still lingering around the area, blustery winds, and colder temperatures coming in tonight. But in terms of weather hazards, this storm is pretty much making its way out. Here are the temperatures as we speak, but as we go into tonight, you'll see that they fall significantly. These are the apparent temperatures or the real feel. So it's going to be feeling like the teens again, single digits in the interior tonight. Into Tuesday afternoon, those blustery winds are going to continue, feeling like the 20s to upper 20s on Tuesday afternoon, so really not getting much warmer, and then cooling down significantly again Wednesday night, feeling like the teens. Again, the next system of interest comes Wednesday night into Thursday. It's this weak frontal boundary. Not expecting too much impact from this storm, but possibly a couple of rain or snow showers as it passes by. A couple of models were a little more amplified with this storm this morning, but we're thinking that this storm is going to kind of skirt by the area without anything too major going on. But our attention then turns to the weekend, and we have another storm system developing into the plains, and I want to kind of break it down for you and show you what we're looking at. So this is the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and we're looking at the spin in the atmosphere, the vorticity. And we have two disturbances that we need to focus on here. The first one comes down from the Canadian prairies into the plain states on Thursday morning, and we have another one in the desert southwest is forecast to move off to the east as we move through the day on Thursday. Models are suggesting the possibility that these two disturbances could phase or interact, and you'll watch it happen here on the European model. Those two disturbances come together. They phase to form a larger and stronger disturbance and amplify up the east coast. You'll also notice that ahead of this storm is something we didn't have with the storm that hit our area yesterday into this morning, and that's a confluent flow across New England that's reinforcing that cold air across New England and southeast Canada. So if you look at it from a theoretical perspective, possibility does exist if these two disturbances phase across the Midwest and then the Ohio Valley, that this storm could amplify and move northward and produce some impactful weather. If you look at the European model, that's exactly what happens, and from Friday night into Saturday, the storm amplifies significantly and ends up moving up the east coast. On this specific solution would be a significant winter storm for the DC, Philly, New York City corridor on Saturday. And if we were to look at the GFS model as an example, you see that it does not phase these two disturbances. Here's the first one here over the desert southwest and the incoming one from the Canadian prairies. Look at the GFS. It does not phase those two models. This is the American model, and it keeps them way more progressive. And so as a result, the storm doesn't really ever form. It ends up way out to sea. It's something that we need to watch carefully is what happens on guidance here over the next couple of days. You'll see this is about 84 hours away, so valid Thursday night. And the European model, again, way more amplified and emphatic about this storm, bringing it up the east coast and leading to a significant winter storm for the east. If we take a look at some ensembles and look at what the European ensembles have to say, and we talked about the value of ensembles, right? So we take the European model and we run it 50 different times. We tweak each of those models a little bit differently. And we get an idea as to what the envelope of possible solutions is and what the mean and medium solutions are of those 50. And when we take those 50 and we look at what is simulating for the weekend, although the American model is out to sea with this storm, European model, a lot of those ensemble members are starting to suggest the possibility that a coastal storm could form. And these are fairly strong signals for a coastal storm on this latest ensemble run from this afternoon. So something to watch as we move through the next couple of days. The European model is the most emphatic with this storm in suggesting the possibility that this could be a significant storm this weekend, while the GFS way more progressive and more out to sea. To reiterate though, to go back to the setup, the main thing that we need to focus on here is what happens over the Midwest. And you see the GFS does not phase these two disturbances here. It keeps them more progressive and lets them slide out to sea. Whereas the European suggests they will interact, they will phase, and that would allow for a large storm to form in the eastern U.S. this weekend, likely leading to the potential for significant snowfall in our general region. So that's going to be the focus this week, is watching that. As the weather pattern remains mostly transient up until that point, that's going to be the highlight over the next couple of days. And again, it all is going to come down to what happens across the Midwest, the central U.S., and the Mississippi Valley with this storm late this week. We'll have a lot more for you as we go through the week. We'll break it all down. We'll look at different models, and we'll dive in into what the uncertainties are and whether or not this storm is really looking like something that's going to happen for us this weekend. It's on our radar, though, no pun intended on that one, and we'll be back tomorrow with another update. For now, I hope you guys have a great Monday. Thanks for watching, as always. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.